December 5th, 20.
Hello, hello. Let me spin around a little bit. There you go. Hello, hello. How is it going, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. Am I muted? Am I muted? Hello, good morning, Murray. Good morning, Bama. Bob Kitten, XQ. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? How is everyone doing this fine morning? Look, Brody's here. Brody is good. How are you doing, Brody? How are you doing? Are you good? Good morning, Miss Washington. Let me get rid of the music. All right. So as a starter, today we're gonna watch this body cam video. Apparently, it's a 22-year-old that assaulted a security guard and then acts like a victim. Like, this is one of those. I'm starting to see a trend of like young people that do stuff and then they don't want to take responsibility of their actions. They believe they can do whatever they want, and then this should be. Hello, B Blanco. Good morning. Cloudy and windy day. I'm good with cloudy and windy. I'm good. I'm one of those. I'm that kind of person that likes cold weather. I'm not that big of a fan of like hot weather because I'm a hot person myself. Like, I don't know. They say that if you, there's something about this, like if you can't see your veins, that means that is you're hot blooded, and I am that. And I always have. I'm struggling with my setup, if you cannot tell. All right, let me. Okay, I see why. We'll go there, and then we put this here, and then we do a 180 degrees flip to this, to the other one. Okay, this one, transform, rotate. There we go, I'm back. Hello, Christine. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. 45 degrees. I will love 45 degrees. All right, let's see. Let's see. Weather. Do I have the weather up on my computer? There, I do. So right now it's 8 a.m. in the morning for me, and it's 15 degrees Celsius, which for my Fahrenheit people, that's 59. Like 59 degrees is perfect for me. I love that weather. I could even go to 70. 70 is on the top of what I will be comfortable as. Anything over 70, I'm like, this is too hot. Also, I want to say right now, hello to the people on the replay. I know a lot of people are not able to catch the streams and they watch the replay later. Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching. All right, let's get into this. I'm not seeing any of this footage, so I just pick a random video. So let's watch it, and then we'll go, as always, we'll go into more trial stuff. So let's do it.
2023. Officers were conducting an investigation in the area when they heard people fighting inside the bar.
Oh, so they were just randomly there, and something happened inside the bar. Good morning, Shampoo. I know. Stop. Okay, so drunk 22-year-old. What could go wrong? Hello, Amanda. Good morning.
Oh my god.
Oh god, he's wearing shorts. Like, I'm gonna go to the bar. Let me put on my best pair of shorts. I'll be really classy at the bar.
Anybody need gloves?
Yeah. So you didn't see the rest then? You just saw me, right?
What happened?
He hit me in the fucking face. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, so he alleges that the other guy started it.
255, you breaking up. 2513 out of Gator Club.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Don't pull me.
Go over to the car then. Walk over to the car.
Anything wrong. Where I'm going. Guys, I just...
You got anything to do? Put me, stick me?
No, I have nothing. I don't do drugs. I'm a good kid. I don't do anything.
I'm a good kid.
I have my phone in my pocket.
So he identifies himself as a kid. So let's see where this is takes place. Florida. Of course it's gonna be Florida. I heard so many stories coming out of Florida that FLA is Florida, right? Right?
Guys, I didn't do anything. Oh my god. Are you kidding? Is this really happening right now? Shit. You didn't do anything wrong. He threw me down the stairs.
Wow.
And I'm getting arrested.
Stop yelling.
No, it's retarded. Where were you when that... Why are you grabbing my dick? You're weird. That's weird. Go ahead and tighten it. It's stupid, dude. I have done nothing wrong. I'm a good kid. I've done nothing wrong. The bartender tries to fight me, and I go to jail.
Who's doing?
How will the bartender try to fight you? He's behind the bar. It seems like let's continue.
In the interview.
Do it. I want an interview right now. I want an interview.
You're gonna take him? Okay. We'll bring him over to his car.
Can I get an interview?
Yeah, they'll talk to you.
Please. Dude, what the f***, bro? I didn't do anything wrong. Listen to me, bro. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Alright, just have a seat.
I'm not a bad kid, dude. I didn't
They're
do
gonna
it.
talk to you and they'll get you figured out, okay? So just relax. Just relax.
I know.
Just relax.
I'm sorry. I didn't do anything wrong.
So was this guy on the bar alone? Like, I don't see anyone else of his group or something outside.
The bartender hit me in the face. What am I? If somebody punches you in the face, what are you gonna do?
Relax. That's why we're figuring it out.
I know. I'm sorry. Listen. I'm not. I just beat a bunch of shit. I'm not a bad kid, dude. I'm not. I'm really.
You're drunk. Which, you have all the right to be drunk, my guy. But you also have to take responsibility for what happens when you're drunk. So if you're... That's my thing. You are 22. You're 22. You have the mind presence to know what's good and what's bad. So if you're gonna go to a bar and get drunk, you have to take responsibility for what happens next. Because obviously you're not in control, total control of your body anymore. But you chose to put yourself in that state.
Not at all. Can you look at me and just...
Hold on a sec. Let me fix my mic. Here we go.
What's your name?
Officer Jones.
Officer Jones. You seem like a good guy, dude. Listen, look. Please look at me, please.
Okay.
Please. I've been through this before. I have 2 DUIs. You guys will find that out in 10 seconds.
Why are you confessing crimes?
You're gonna search my ID. I have my phone on me. I have my ID on me. I have all my cards on me. You guys can search it. I don't have any warrants. I'm not a bad kid, dude. I was really trying to get my life straight. I didn't do anything wrong. I was talking to some Russian girls with one of my black friends, and we were having a great night, dude.
Why does it matter what color of skin your friend was? Why even brought that up?
An amazing night. I didn't do anything wrong, man. I didn't do anything. I really didn't. He came up to me and punched me in the face. What am I supposed to do? It's so...
His story doesn't make sense so far. So apparently he's just talking with some girls with his friend, and then the bartender randomly comes over and punches him in the face.
self-defense. I get it. I know you're doing your job. I do understand, and believe me, I'm not being an asshole. If you want to take me to jail, I know it's gonna happen anyways. I get it, but I did nothing wrong, man. I did nothing wrong. I apologize. I don't mean to be disrespectful to you whatsoever. I'm not a bad kid, dude. I don't deserve to go to jail, man. I don't. Please. I didn't do anything wrong, man. I didn't. The bartender pushed me down the stairs.
We're gonna get.
So did they punch you in the face, or did he push you down the stairs? Which one is it? Both?
Figure it out, man. Just so understand this. Cuffs go on people because we need to control the scene. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to jail.
I'm in the back of a cop car.
Right, because I don't want you standing out there with everybody video recording you and going, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean?
I get it, but if somebody pushes you down the stairs, what are you gonna do?
Right, so that's why we're trying to get it figured out. That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
It's just
I was sitting there talking to people. I did nothing wrong. So do you know, like, what's the word on it? I mean,
so the investigating officer's inside right now, talking to them, and then what happens is they come out here and they talk to you.
And of course they're gonna come out here, and it's gonna be all on me because they work here and they live here.
We'll figure that out. But
here's the bullshit.
Well, but hold on. The reason
and I'm not yelling at you, and I'm sorry. I'm just very frustrated, dude. If you were in handcuffs too, you'd be. Somebody punched me in the f***ing face, dude.
Trust me, I get it. Here's what I'm saying.
Shit, I mean,
it's asking you, Andrew, calm down. The reason I'm not asking you
questions... it's like, it's not f***ing fair, dude.
Do you want to understand why I'm having...
Please, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
So the reason I'm not asking you questions right now is because technically right now you're detained. And if I want to ask interrogating questions, I have to read you your rights. Since I'm not the investigating officer on this scene, I don't want to read your rights, start asking you a bunch of questions if I'm not the one typing the report. You get what I'm saying?
For your camera's information, I did absolutely nothing wrong.
That's fine. If you want to speak freely, that's completely up to you. That's completely up to you.
But it's not like a disrespect thing. Like
No, and I'm not saying it is.
I respect you guys. I love you. I honestly love you.
Why is it like we saw it in the video yesterday that when people are in trouble, they start talking a lot instead of just waiting to see what's gonna happen? Like the other guy was also, can I talk to those girls? I did nothing wrong. I come from a good family or whatever. And this guy is doing the same. Is that like an auto response to something? Is there something that I don't know about that?
You guys, my family is part of you guys. Like I get it.
Okay. And they had to bring their family too.
That's fine.
Caesar got hit by a beer bottle.
But that wasn't me. You can check the cameras. That was not me. I have no idea. I promise you. Check it. I would never.
Wait.
Like
I miss what you
guys,
said.
My family is part of you guys. Like I get it.
Okay, that's fine.
Caesar got hit by a beer bottle.
But that wasn't me. You can check the cameras. That was.
Oh, so someone threw a beer bottle. So now that makes a difference.
I have no idea. I promise you. Check it. I would never throw. Like I said, I would never hurt anybody. That's not. I look at me. Do I look like I would hurt somebody? I'm a little ass white kid.
I don't know you.
Okay, and I understand that, but I would never hurt anybody. That's not my intention, and it's not my want or my belief. That's not what I want. I don't.
So Caesar, you were up here. You told him.
I mean, that was a group of people.
Yep.
And I tell them people like 4 times already, like it's time to go, we close, go downstairs, that you drinks and to go, whatever, but we close. All the people fine, but this guy is argument on the bartender. And he said, what the f*** you want to do? And the bartender just said, you know what, you just get out of here, go home. He said, what the f*** you do? You know, or beach, I don't know what to say. And then I said, okay, but it's time to go.
So he was like walking this way, or was he just standing here, going back and forth?
Do you still
have the bottle? So he has it.
Cleaned it up. Did you? I don't know what happened to the bottle. It wasn't here when I came.
Okay, so it was closing time, and apparently our good kid over there didn't want to go. That's what happens. So he was arguing, maybe he wanted another drink, and the bartender was like, no, we're closed, dude, just leave. And he was like, nah.
Came back upstairs.
Is it all spilled?
No, that's all good.
It's all good.
It happened in the doorway.
I think that's part of it too.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's still everywhere.
Yeah, it happened right here.
But you said he was having a hard time understanding English, that it's time to go and leave, and then he wanted to blow up. And
so he was here going back and forth with the bartender, and that's when you gave a small shove. Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, so he was saying it was like right here, and then he gave a small shove, and that's when.
He grabbed him just a step.
It's a Stella Artois bottle, I do believe.
Yeah, that was a step.
That's not even like. That's not even close to the stairs.
If you see one laying around, here's his hat. And he didn't get in. I don't see the bottle though. He might have still. He didn't still have it in his hand, did he?
No.
Okay.
But this is all from it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's like what is
This way. I think he's
when it's
So you pushed him a little bit, and he got a little. What did it blow up? And then when did he hit you?
when I tried to push him.
When you tried the
and
second time?
Then it's punchy first.
Okay.
And then we got
he
it right
punched
here.
you?
Got a bottle in the hand, a beer bottle.
Okay.
And it started to hit me, but he just got me just a little bit, and it exploded right here.
The bottle
Like
exploded
this.
right here?
Or like
Okay.
this. Somewhere here.
I mean, it's a felony.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like I found somewhere here.
I think so.
And then it's exploded.
I mean, it's a pretty serious case.
so he hit you with the bottle, and then you guys just went tumbling downstairs, or
Nah, yes, I mean like grabbing him.
you grabbed him?
And I tried to push him, and then the bartender is pushing, so he just slept over there, and then they tried to go back to me. So that's when the other
Bartender helped out,
grabbed it,
yeah. And that's when
And
it
then
went.
after when you come.
Okay.
So never the other bartender punched him. Like, I will guess, just like that guy, that if someone punched me in the face, I will have some kind of mark, you know? That like the other guy had a mark here that they had to take a picture of it. But someone punching you in your face is gonna leave a mark.
That's it.
That's why I flashed the light,
Yeah. That's literally what I caught our attention was the light, so.
Why I flashed the light.
Positive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy.
I caught him before he left, and that's what got him coming back up here. And I said, everything's fine, just leave. You forgot your credit card. Well, I'm not trying to be an asshole, which is like the 10th time of the night that he said, I'm not trying to be an asshole, which means he's trying to be an asshole.
Yeah.
So I said, everything's fine, just go. And then he said some more shit. I said, look, just get the fuck out of here.
You want to press charges?
I don't want to hit. That's it.
You just want him to trespass?
Yeah, I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit coming back.
You don't want to press charges?
No, I mean, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, who cares? Like, it was just like a misunderstanding, but well, not a misunderstanding. He was just drunk. It's a drunk guy, and that's it. Like, this guy, I'm sure this guy has handled those bigger than that guy, and it's fine.
Follow, man.
As long as he's able to get the doorway camera.
Yeah, but not like full bottom. It's right to them on the bottom. So you just explode.
Still aggravated battery. Felony. You don't want to press charges?
I try to avoid courts too.
It's felony.
If I put charges on it being brought to,
What's that?
I mean, if you're the victim, of course you're going to have to report.
I mean, if you trespass them, it's just a warning. It's not no court.
well, if I trespassing, it's fine.
So you don't want to press charges?
No.
No.
No, just
Dude,
the other day in that job,
Trespass is going to be trespass up to a year from today's date. So probably you'll be able to come back next year on the 25th of December. So that's all you need. You don't want to.
No, just
just trespassing. All right.
thank you guys for the help.
Yep.
Yeah, just trespassing. He cannot come back to that bar in a year. I think that's punishment enough. No one got hurt.
There's interest going on there.
How's it going, brother?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
20?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you ready to answer any questions? You said that shit earlier. So
I would like
what
to know
happened?
why I'm being arrested.
I said you being detained. I'm not saying you're moving. So what happened?
Why are you crying? They're telling you that you're not arrested. That's a good thing.
Hold on, just give me just 1 second. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not fair, bro. I've been doing good, man. I got 3 jobs. I'm working at a golf course. I got 2 serving jobs. Like, I'm just trying to save money. I'm trying to buy a house. Like, I'm not a violent person. I would never hurt anybody, man. I would never. The bartender came running at me. Like, what am I supposed to do, bro?
The bartender was trying to get his credit card back.
What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Check the cameras, you'll see it. Yeah, he came like. It's just I don't understand. What? Okay.
What? So
I didn't hit anybody.
okay.
I did not hit anybody.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I know. I didn't hit anybody.
So did he actually leave?
I fell down the stairs with the bartender because he came running at me, and I grabbed him, and we both fell down the stairs. That's as far as I know. And then I left after that, and then you guys grabbed me.
Okay.
And that's all I know. I didn't hit anybody. I didn't start any fights. All I did was try to close out my tab, and then I said, "I'm out of here."
Okay.
And the bartender ran at me and tackled me down the stairs. I was literally with a girl. Like, why would I feel the need to be like, "You're a bitch, fuck you"? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why would I do that? I was already with the only girl that I was talking to all night, which was the only girl that I wanted to talk to, and the only girl that I wanted to leave with.
Wow. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say it. I think that girl dodged a bullet tonight. She's going home. She's getting a good night's sleep instead of getting with this short. I don't know. I don't know what color this is. This could be the Jacksonville Jaguars shirt. But I think she dodged a bullet that night.
Yeah, I wish that she was here because, and not that it matters for legal sake, but you guys could ask her the same thing. I didn't do anything wrong, man. I really
did.
didn't.
They actually leave? Say, hey, we're closing. So
No, they didn't say that.
They didn't say.
They didn't say that. They did not say that. No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. So, I don't want to spend $8,000 on a lawyer who wants to do that, right? But it just seems like I'm gonna have to do that. Is that so?
What makes you think that?
So can you just be honest with me at this point? Am I going to jail or not? I've done. Okay, well then please continue to investigate it. I'm sorry. What's your name one more time?
Divers.
I'm sorry.
Divers.
Divers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously you know my name. I would never do anything to hurt anybody, man. I really wouldn't. That's not my intention, and it's not my goal, and I'm not out here just trying to fight people because I'm.
All right.
They were upstairs. They were telling you to leave. Caesar went to grab him on the shoulder, and he punched him. Punched Caesar, and then took a bottle and swears at him. There's beer everywhere. Up there. Consistent with.
Yes.
He doesn't want to press charges yet.
Caesar?
There's beer everywhere.
What's aggravated?
He doesn't press charges yet.
Who?
Caesar.
What? Really?
There's plenty of cameras up there.
I knew Caesar was in
Yeah, exactly. Because he hit him in the ball.
He has a nice.
He never wants to press
Dude, and Caesar's like shaking too. Like,
Yeah, he
it
seemed
seems
like
like
he
shaking
was.
out.
Lucky man.
Who's genius over here? They said you were looking for the bottle.
Yeah.
They found it. So
Amongst the 100 other Stella 12 bottles?
no. Literally, you can if you go upstairs, you can see the track of alcohol. It's being thrown across the room, and then it was landing right by the window.
Okay.
So he just picked it up and brought it downstairs. He didn't he touched it with a napkin. It was like
we don't need DNA. We know who it is.
right. I said honestly, if we can look at a trajectory and go, oh, it was thrown from over here.
We'll just put that in the report. That it was,
All right. Let's see what he got.
you know.
We got it.
All right. So disorderly intoxication. Let's see how long, or what's the fine for that? Disorderly intoxication, Florida. Cruel intense process and the endangerment to safety causes discharge impaired. The offense is a second-degree misdemeanor with penalties that include jail and probation. Punishable for up to 2 months in jail and a $500 fine. So I'm sure they only give him the fine. Like he had to like pay something to get out. I don't think they would have just like put more charges on him. I mean, if the guy that he hit would have put some charges on him, then that would have been a problem then. Let's see. What do you guys want to see today? You guys want to see some trials? You want to see some interrogations? I'm open to anything. Like one of the trials that I want to see with you guys, and we can do it tonight, is the one from Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn, if you guys haven't seen it, is this guy. And he was hanging around. He was, after he got out of his son's wedding, he stopped by a gas station so his girlfriend, fiance, could buy some things, some wine, some chips, whatever. And Amanda, I'm saving the Vander Ark cross-examination for an actual video. I'm gonna that should come out this week. Like, I'm not sure which day, but that should be coming out this week. But I want to do it on video, so everyone can watch it there. I need to edit down that examination, so it's not just a long thing. But yeah, I am gonna do that. But yeah, I want to Michael Dunn, like his direct examination. This should be it.
County and the state of Florida on session. The Honorable Russell L. Healy.
All right, this doesn't matter.
Hearings as well as throughout the course of the trial.
Mr. Guy.
Nothing further from the state judge.
All right. And all rulings are as they have been. Okay, so then we're ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to be ready to stand up there, Mr. Dunn?
Yes,
bring
sir.
the jurors on in.
All right. Yes.
Prior to the events of November 23rd, 2000.
Oh wait, this one is not it. I want the first one because he had 2 trials for that. I think it is this one.
And Friday message that, and we've already had our conversation. Gentlemen, obviously, Mr. Dunn is here on the stand. He has been sworn, so he took the oath and is under oath and ready to testify. Mr. Stroller.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thanks.
Could you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Hi, good morning. I'm Michael Dunn, D-U-N-N.
And how old are you?
I'm 47.
Oh no, Obama, I totally understand you. Like, I only watch a couple of stuff from the trial, and Shanda is one of the worst persons, worst people, worst. I don't know how to say it, but it's bad. Like, I don't understand how someone can get to that point. And they tried to, I think they tried to say it during the trial that why she was the way she was, but that doesn't excuse her.
And what line of work are you in?
I'm a computer programmer, like software developer.
And is that your background?
Yes, for the past 22 years, I've had progressive experience in that field.
And any type of physical work or manual labor, anything like that?
No, unfortunately, I had a motorcycle accident as a young man, and I'm fairly sedentary, not too much sports, things like that.
And based on that motorcycle, did you sustain pretty good injuries?
Yes, to my lower back.
Okay. And was that motorcycle accident actually with your now ex-wife, Phyllis Molinaro?
Yes, it was. That was Christopher's mom and I when we were both teenagers.
Now, to kind of fast forward a little bit, do you still have the recollection of the week and the weekend of November 23rd, 2012?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you tell the jury, prior to coming to Jacksonville, or let me ask you this, why did you come to Jacksonville that Thanksgiving weekend?
For my son's wedding, specifically.
And that was Chris Dunn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you make any arrangements with Miss Rower?
Well, we came together.
Well, that's what, but did you make arrangements for the whole weekend is what I'm asking.
Oh, absolutely. We were going to be up Thursday night to attend the wedding Friday. And then...
Well, I can believe that, that he had a girlfriend and stuff, because that kind of people, like, are good in manipulation, and they are so good with, you know what? Let's do a small preview of the Shanda thing. Hello, Danny.
You may be seated. Mr. Roberts, you can continue.
Like, this is gonna be... We're gonna watch a little bit of the... Like you said, the cross-examination? Cross-examination, okay. We're gonna watch a little bit of this. I don't want to spoil too much for me, but we want to watch a little bit of this.
Thank you. Before we get back to the question I originally asked Ms. Vander Ark, you just obviously had quite a visual reaction there to the jury, a physical reaction in front of the jury looking at those photographs. That's not the first time you've seen these photographs, though, is it?
No, sir.
In fact, you sat in this very courtroom not even a week ago on Friday when we had a hearing about those photographs and looked at those photographs, didn't you?
I did not look at them last week, sir.
You didn't look at them last week?
No, sir, I did not.
But you've looked at them before, haven't you?
It was, I think it was at the prelim, and I gagged that day, too. It just wasn't as bad.
Didn't throw up, though?
No, it wasn't as bad.
So if there's video from that hearing that we had last week where you thumbed through the photographs, including the autopsy photos, without vomiting...
I just want to say, like, I'm not one to comment on appearance. Like, look at me. I'm not the tool sharp of the shit, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't. But she looks like the villain from Matilda, and that lady was meant and was she had makeup to appear like a mean person, like a bad person. But all that I can see when I look at her is that lady from Matilda. Like, look at this. Like, do you guys see it? I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it, but like, this lady is supposed, like, look at her. They put all these things on her face so she looks like a villain. And that's all that I can think of when I look at Shanda Vander Ark. Like, look at this. Am I right?
Do you just not remember that as well?
We didn't have the autopsy, we didn't have those photos over at our table, sir. It won't be on the video, I can promise you that.
Well, then I'll return to my original question. Those 3 photographs depict your son hours after you supposedly put him in a warm bath. Did he look like that when you put him in the warm bath, but for the fact that he was alive?
I did not look at him, sir. He was 15. I tried to give him his privacy. It may sound lame, but I intentionally look away. That's why Paul did most of his baths, is because he's 15 and I didn't think that was appropriate.
So you didn't put him in the bathtub?
No, he was already in the tub. I just looked.
Did you get him out of the tub?
I don't remember. I think so. Later that night, I would assume so.
She doesn't remember.
Later that night? How long was he in the tub?
Well, night to me is any time after work. So.
Okay. How long was he in the tub?
I don't think it was long after I got home, but I don't know.
And again, you didn't tell the police officers this when they talked to you about what had happened the night before, did you?
I don't remember. Apparently I didn't.
Well, So you don't remember what you told the police officers?
I remember part of it, but I mean, if you say I didn't tell them, then I trust your word there.
If you told the police officers that you noticed he was skinny, so you made him some bread and put some butter on it and watched him eat 3/4 of it and then sent him to bed, does that refresh your recollection about what you told the officers?
Like, in what world a person that has, at this point, has had like four children? Like, I know she has Timothy, Paul, G, and I believe that she has more. But who thinks that putting butter on bread and eating a half of it, it's enough to have a child, like, nourished, you know? Like, yes, that has calories. Yeah, your body is gonna function because it has calories. But you're not giving any nutrition to that person.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I don't remember saying it, but
So you don't remember saying those things to the police officer?
no, sir.
And those things clearly didn't happen, did they?
No, sir.
How did he get into his room that night?
I don't remember, sir.
Last page of the text messages. You can go ahead and read that very top text message, please.
Please set your alarm for 6 a.m. I ended up dragging him back to his small room because I wasn't going to risk him having access to the tub or other things overnight. He's still trying to be stupid, but I will tell you more tomorrow while I take you to work, describing how many different ways I proved that he's still faking. He's still doing it, though. It's beyond ridiculous.
I ended up dragging him back to his small room because I wasn't going to risk him having access to the tub or other things overnight. Plan was for him to sleep in the bathroom, wasn't it?
I don't remember, sir. I mean, I know that in the text message, but if that's what the text message says.
Okay. And you had to drag him back to the small room. Again, the small room being the closet, right?
Yes, sir.
Supposedly that he wanted to sleep in.
Yes, sir.
But you had to drag him there. Why was that?
Well, dragging, I mean, that could be anywhere from grabbing a hold of an arm and because someone's not being cooperative. That can be a range of things, sir. So I don't know what I was referring to there.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I'm gonna say this on my videos, but the thing that I find so dumb of this is that the defense presents her as a really intelligent person. They present her as like a law student, like I don't know, I don't remember if she passed the bar exam or not. Like they say that this person that is in front of you is intelligent, but all of her actions do not show intelligence at all.
You've seen the video, haven't you?
No, sir. I haven't seen any videos.
Hey, good morning, Marisol. How are you doing today?
Do you need your memory refreshed about him getting back in the small room that night?
No, sir. I mean, like I said, I'll take I don't remember actually doing it.
Did you physically pull him into the room that night?
Yes, sir. I mean.
And did you push him down onto the ground so that he was laying?
Wait, didn't she just say that she didn't remember how he got in the room, and now she's saying that she pulled him into the room? Which one is it?
Laying and facing the camera.
If that's what it shows, then yes, sir.
And did you position his face towards the camera?
If that's what it shows,
And did you tell him that he owes you the biggest apology on the face of the earth, and then maybe he can get out to go to the bathroom?
If that's what it shows, sir, I don't remember.
And did you return a little while later because he had rolled over away from the camera so that you couldn't see him on camera?
If that's what it shows, I don't remember.
Something that I also noticed, I don't know if you guys seen it, but always look at her eyes when she's giving an answer. Like, she does these things with her eyes that scream guilt. Like when they ask her, if she remembers something and she's trying to say no, she always does these things with her eyes where she kind of blinks so she can avoid the answer and say if that's what it shows. Like, look at this.
Couldn't see him.
Like,
I don't remember. And did you go to the bathroom?
eyes wide open.
If that's what it shows, sir,
And then she blinks
Go
with
to the bathroom.
if that's what it shows, sir, I don't.
Look at that.
And did you return a little while later because he had rolled over?
Eyes
away
wide
from the camera
open.
so that you couldn't see him on camera.
If that's what it shows.
Blinking.
I don't remember any of this.
And did you tell him you don't need to open your mouth every time you breathe, dummy, and then hold his mouth shut?
I don't know what I said, sir. I mean, I'll take your word for that's what the video
Oh, you don't have
shows.
to take my word for it. Let's play the video for it.
You know that upsets her. Like, look at this reaction when he said that we're gonna watch the video. Hello, Paula. Good morning from Wales. What time is in Wales today? Like 6 p.m. Something like that. Hello.
Sir, that's what the video
Oh, you don't
shows.
have to take my word for it. Let's play the video for it.
She looks so flustered. Okay, 4:45. That's all right. Good afternoon to you.
Sir, that's not necessary. If that's what you're saying it shows, I believe you. I'm not.
So you're acknowledging that the night before Timothy died, hours before he died, you dragged him, looking like that, back into his small room, positioned him in front of a camera, told him he owed you an apology, then came back later because he rolled over away from the camera and held his mouth closed and said, see, you don't have to open your mouth when you breathe, dummy? You're acknowledging you did those things.
If that's what the camera shows, yes, sir.
How can you? I don't understand that logic of answering, and I don't understand how they're letting her get those answers out. Like, she's saying, like, if that's what the video shows, and they show her the video, then you just have to say, yes, I did it, because it's on video.
You didn't put him in a warm bath that night, did you?
No.
Sir, I did.
But you had to drag him away from it?
If that's what it says, I don't. I know that I know he had a hoodie on.
You said the locks on the refrigerator were there because he got into the refrigerator, and if I heard your testimony correctly, he ate a pound of frozen hamburger?
Yes, sir. That was back.
And a bag of chicken.
Imagine how hungry you have to be to eat a pound of frozen food. Like, can you imagine having that desperation for food that you have to do that?
Nuggets?
A frozen bag of chicken nuggets, yes, sir.
And frozen hamburger.
Yes, sir. The hamburger was not frozen, it was refrigerated.
But frozen chicken nuggets.
Frozen chicken nuggets and raw bacon.
And raw bacon.
Yes, sir.
Frozen raw bacon?
No, it was in the refrigerator.
The frozen stuff was the chicken.
The chicken nuggets, that was the only frozen. Yes.
Well, bacon is not raw. Bacon is cooked when they give it to you, I believe. It's curated, at least.
Did you think he had an affinity for frozen food?
I didn't know the only thing he ate frozen was the chicken nuggets.
Is that why you sent a text message to Paul while he was in the ice bath at 3:43 that afternoon and said, oh, okay, crazy thought. Tell him if he actually sits up by himself and stays sitting up, he will get some pizza rolls. Don't tell him it's only 2, and I'm okay if they are frozen rather than cooked. Why'd you send that text message?
I don't know.
Don't remember that?
I don't know.
No, sir.
So you're not worried about him eating frozen pizza rolls if he sits up?
If that's what it says.
You've heard it read several times.
Yes,
You're not
sir.
doubting that's what it says, right?
Yes, sir.
Just another one of those memories that you just gone from your head, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you told Detective Peasky that the reason the locks were on the refrigerator is because he would get into them and he'd leave the doors open, that was a lie, wasn't it?
No, that was also true. He did that as well.
How does putting locks on fix that problem?
He can't get into it then, so it doesn't get left open.
Oh,
No,
so
he was
he
the
wasn't.
only
So
one.
you admit that he was not allowed access to the refrigerator or the freezer or to the pantry?
As far as the refrigerator and freezer, after we put the locks on.
He couldn't get into them, could he?
No, not after that.
And the pantry had
And also, there's another thing with your eyes when you're lying, that you look top you look to the right, top right, when you're trying to remember. Usually, like, this is not an exact science, but when you're trying to remember, you look to the left. Like, this is the part of our brain that remembers stuff. So our eyes kind of do this thing where they look to the left to remember. When you're trying to fabricate something, you look to the right, because that's the creative part of our brain. And she likes to look to the right a lot when she's answering these questions. Look at this. Like, look at it.
And
Just
the
happened.
line
Like, see
is
that?
allowed access to the refrigerator or the freezer or to the pantry.
As far as the refrigerator and freezer, after we put the locks on.
He couldn't get into them, could he?
No, not after that.
And the pantry had an alarm on it as well, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
Okay. We'll move on. We can circle back to that one. Let's talk about some of the other things that you told Detective Peasky. You told Detective Peasky that long after the stroke happened in January, Timothy went on a hunger
All right, I'm gonna leave you guys a little bit of time alone with Shanda. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm gonna put the coffee maker on, so I'll be right back.
strike. That was a lie, wasn't it?
Not long after, and no, that was not a lie. That was the truth.
He went on a hunger strike.
Yes, sir, he did. It wasn't immediately, but it was within a few days.
And a hunger strike is refusing to eat, right?
Yes, sir.
So he's refusing to eat food not long after your husband has a stroke, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you don't need to put locks on the refrigerator and freezer, do you? If he's refusing to eat.
He stopped. He actually started eating again.
He started eating again, so then you decided he's been on a hunger strike, he's eating again, so now we better lock up the food.
No, I did the locks to protect him because he could have killed himself eating the chicken nuggets. I didn't put the locks on after he did the hamburger or the bacon, but the chicken nuggets, it was raw chicken.
Chicken nuggets are cooked, aren't they? They're pre-cooked.
Are they? I didn't even think about that.
But it's okay if he has a frozen pizza roll or two, if he sits up, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. February 18th, 2022. Find out what he has snuck right the heck now. Because I know he has snuck all stuff since you weren't doing what you were supposed to. What do you mean you didn't know he was awake? You both should have been awake at 10:30. I am not happy. You know he wasn't just sitting there. Check the brownies in the kitchen. Check everything not locked away. Check where the flipping keys have been. So starting February, you had to lock up all the food. Make sure he's not getting into the brownies, right?
All of the food was never locked. There's no pictures of it, but one of the lower cupboards had
All right.
quite a bit of canned food in it, and he actually.
What did I miss? What's with their hair braids? Yeah, I don't know why she chose to do the braids. It's not a good look. And Timothy overheard. Yeah, she always thought that Timothy was doing stuff on purpose to I don't know why.
They would get into that and eat stuff out of cans as well. But there was never a lock on that lower cupboard. I don't know if they. I know they took pictures of it because I showed it to them.
So he had access to one cupboard of food?
The pantry wasn't locked the whole time. I know that.
But there were times the pantry was locked or had an alarm on it, wasn't there?
There was no alarm. I never got one for the pantry. I've heard the text messages. I don't remember there being a lock on the pantry, but I've heard.
228, check his breath. I can almost guarantee he's eaten something. He was chewing on something when he walked downstairs. You and I will be talking about this on a later date when we're both home. Paul's response, yes, he grabbed some chips. I know. So he wasn't allowed to eat chips on 228 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Couldn't have some chips. Right?
I mean, I don't know what happened in that situation.
Well, you didn't say make sure he didn't get into the frozen.
Also, I think this family, in general, was really bad, like fed, you know? Like they had frozen chicken nuggets, they had pizza rolls, they have frozen meat, burger meat. Like I don't, they didn't have a really good like They had chips. They have cookies. They have. I don't think they knew how to eat.
Chicken nuggets because it might kill him. You said find out what he's been into, and Paul says he's been into chips, right?
That's what it says, yes, sir.
So I imagine the next text message then is, oh, great, that's fine, he can have some chips.
Well, no, the point of it was he was sneaking things. He knew better.
Couldn't have chips.
It wasn't that he couldn't have chips. It was that he would sneak things. It
So
was
how would
dishonest.
How would he earn getting chips?
He didn't have to earn them. All he had to do was ask.
I don't buy that. I truly don't buy that for a second. That if Timothy says, "Hey, you know what, Mom? I want some chips. Can I have them?" She will be like, "Yes, sure. Grab it. Go for it." Nah, that never happens. Nah, I'm sorry, Shanda, but nah.
Not to sneak. He snuck. It wasn't just food. He would sneak in the garage. He would sneak toys. He snuck around and messed with his baby brother's homeschooling materials. I've got like flashcards and stuff for him. He messed with those and got them all out of order.
March 4th is around the time that you acknowledged that he was in zip cuffs. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but I don't think we clarified your final text message where you said, you know what? We will start cutting off the ends once they are tight, so he can't do that. Is that one of the can't remember texts too?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. March 19th. Okay, that only makes partial sense. What did he grab? LOL. Paul's response, I don't know, chips or something small he had in his pocket. Okay, tell him he just restarted his not eating again. That was you. March 19th. Tell him he's just restarted his not eating again. So he took chips. So the punishment for that is now he's not allowed to eat anything again, right?
If that's, I don't remember, sir.
Don't remember that one. Okay. Talking about the punishment outside, Paul says, wall sits question mark, and they say, push him until it looks like he is about to fall over, please. That was for running up and down the stairs, wasn't it, on April 14th?
If that's what it says, yes, sir.
So you wanted Paul to run him up and down the stairs until he was ready to fall over.
That's what the text says.
I hate that answer. I hate that if that's what the taste. No, you said it. Admit it. Go for it. The lawyer is not gonna trick you. She cannot say he cannot lie. Yeah, I do that as well. If you want anything, if you're in my house, that is your house. If you are here, you can help yourself to whatever you want, and you see, if I don't have it, I'll probably get it for you. You know, like if you want coffee and I'm out of coffee, I will go to the store and get you some. It's fine, and that doesn't even apply just to my house. If I'm in the street and I can do something for someone that is homeless, something like that, I will help them. Do you think Shanda was setting up Paul as the fall guy if she not that mad? I think she was trying to spread the blame because she couldn't know that she was not doing this. Like I think that she just wanted a lesser charge. That's what I think. Hello, Margie. Welcome to the live. Thank you for stopping by. Good morning.
What crime had he committed to warrant being physically driven until you fall over?
I have no idea, sir.
April 18th. He managed to come upstairs, yank the locks off of both the freezer and the pantry without you noticing, and he stole a bunch of crap that squished and rattled and did all sorts of stuff, and you slept through everything. KK, no devices until tomorrow, at least my lunch other than messaging me, which would be very little. Remember that?
I don't remember it, no, sir.
So, but if the text message said he yanked the locks off the pantry, then there were locks on the pantry as of April 18th, right?
Apparently.
Apparently. Okay.
426, almost freaking caught him again. I want all the food in the fridge, freezer, or pantry, and those locked. So locking up all the food again on April 26th, correct?
Well, the cupboard still was never locked.
And what was in the cupboard?
A bunch of canned stuff. There's a bunch of cans in there.
Bunch of cans in there?
Yeah.
So you're okay with him getting into a bunch of canned stuff?
I mean, he got into it all the time.
So what, do you go to the drawer, get a can opener, open up the can, put it on the stove, warm the stuff up?
No, he didn't. He would eat it straight out of the can.
But that
It's
didn't worry
weird.
you.
Huh?
That didn't worry you?
Well, when I discovered it, it did, but I just never put anything on that cupboard.
Why? You were
So
doing it with
what
everything
caused
else.
this almost freaking caught him? I want all the food in the fridge and the freezer, the pantry, those locked up, April 28th.
I have no idea, sir. Without having it in there, I don't know what caused it.
It's likely related to the text before that, isn't it?
I don't know.
He keeps pulling.
Did you see the video where Ruby Frank got onto her little one because he ate some yogurt and crackers? We are asking like he ate bunch junk food. Yeah. And I think that both were, if you ask me, they both enjoy that. Like, I think both Paul and Shanda enjoyed that power that they had against Timothy. I truly believe that they enjoyed doing that to him, being like, you are this and stuff. And I don't know, that's my opinion.
His arms down, and that doesn't set off the camera alarm, so please watch him for that. Well, why did he have his arms up?
He was standing against the wall with his arms on his head.
So he'd have to do that for long periods of time, right?
Stand there, but he didn't have to have his arms up the whole time, but I'd set a time limit on how long he had to have his arms up.
And you're watching or watching an alarm to make sure his arm doesn't go down, right?
From the sound of it.
From the sound of it. You did it.
The response to you about from Paul about locking up the food, it's just he pulled the pantry door lock. What do you mean he just pulled it? Did he take it off? Paul says, yes, that part that attaches to the wall is dangling right now due to sticky locks. Okay, get another one on it right away. Last I saw, they were on the floor in a bag in my room. And you need to make him run up and down the stairs a ton for that, even in the cold and rain. So trying to take some food, not in his cabinet full of canned goods, and pulling the alarm, the pantry lock off, means he doesn't get food, it all gets locked away, and he has to run the stairs, even in the cold and rain, right?
Him being deceitful and sneaky.
He was deceitful and sneaky a lot, wasn't he?
Yes, sir, he was.
Did it ever hurt you it's because he was hungry?
He was that way well before there was issues, well before the stroke. I mean, we always had issues with him over that. His stepmom warned me about that.
You said well before the issues. What issues?
Before his first hunger strike, before any of this, he was extremely sneaky.
Did it ever occur to you that this is not the way to deal with a person who's been on a hunger strike? Locking up their food, locking up their access to food, punishing them when they try to take food? Did that ever?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If someone is saying, I'm not gonna eat, why are you putting food away from him? Like, you will want him to eat. Like, at least something. Like, maybe, I don't know. I don't get this reasoning.
Ever occurred to you with
Maybe she was just mad that he was eating her chips.
Your brilliant legal mind, as it was, that wasn't a good idea?
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
April 27th, Timothy is no longer allowed anywhere near the fridge, freezer, or pantry, or any other place where food is. So now it sounds like he can't even get into his cabinet full of canned goods, right?
I mean, that's what it said. We never put it. There was never a lock on that.
But he was not allowed to get in.
But he wasn't allowed near it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what it says, I don't.
That was April 27th. Just a few days before, somehow he manages to be 104 pounds, which, as we've heard from the testimony this morning, is still a good 30 pounds under average weight, right?
Well, my kids are, most of them are slim. Paul is 6'1" and 130. He doesn't even hit the 134 for a 5'8" person. And I lose weight extremely easily. So he at 104, he looked average.
No, he didn't. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, he didn't. All right. I cannot do this with her anymore. I have to be with her when I'm recording later this day. So we're gonna move a little bit past her because I cannot deal with her right now. Let's look at someone else. Who else can we watch right now? Okay, what?
Recording. No!
Oh God, my ears.
Hey, don't fight that lady! Oh my God! No!
No, I'm not watching that. That's too much. And we can always go back to Brooks. Brooks is always, it's always there.
This case, meaning the evidence, the test sent to this appearance or not, none of those things.
Trial. This is one of my
proper for a party to do that.
This is one of my favorite parts of the trial, where you can see how sneaky Brooks is in this part. Like, I don't know how to say it, but it shows all his deceit, and he's trying to sneak around to get his way. Like, look, watch this the next 10 minutes.
During its closing argument.
So can I put up exhibits?
Mr. Brooks, I don't know what you have planned for your closing argument.
I'm making a request, the same request. May I be able to put up
well,
exhibits?
I guess it depends on what it is, sir. So I'm not going to take up any more time, because what I intend to do is once the state goes through its closing, I may take just a short comfort break depending on how long it is. And if there's something in particular, what are you will need to tell me what it is. As long as it's an exhibit from this case, then I wouldn't have an issue with it.
They would be from this case, obviously.
All right, that's the first thing that he's doing to gaslight. Like, let's hear that again.
Tell me what it is. As long as it's an exhibit from this case, then I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Like she says, as long as it's an exhibit of this case, and then listen closely.
They would be from this case, obviously.
He doesn't say there will be an exhibit from this case. It will be from this case. That's not the same.
It's just not nothing that the state has.
You cannot present stuff that the other party doesn't have.
I'm not aware of exhibits that the state wouldn't have, that you would have.
Right.
Everything that's been received, we have a list. So if it's not something that was received during this trial as an exhibit by the court, unless you tell me what it is so that I can make a ruling, I can't see how it would be relevant or appropriate for your closing argument.
They're part of my filings that you filed.
Your filings has no reason to be there.
The filings have no relevance to the issues that are before the jury.
I'm gonna get my coffee
arguments
back.
are to direct the jury so that they have your arguments, so that when they go back to determine the issues in this case, which are related to whether you're guilty or not guilty of the 76 charges, things like subject matter jurisdiction or like that would not be something that would be proper before this jury. Those are legal issues that the court would decide. The Jury is the judge of the facts. The court is the judge of the law. That's why I have all of these jury instructions to give to the jury.
I'm not referring to subject matter jurisdiction.
What are you referring to then? Be very specific so I can make a finding and ruling.
I was specific, my other filings that
That's
was
not
filed.
specific enough, sir. What are you
My
referring
court
to?
docket
Which
sheet,
filing?
let me know when you're done, Your Honor.
Which filing, sir? Not generally, but specifically.
Are you done? Are you done?
Sir, that's very rude and
No,
disrespectful.
I didn't know if you was finna say something.
I
That's why I'm
paused.
asking, are you done?
What filing
Your Honor,
are
how
you
come
referring
every
to?
time I try, even when I try to err on the side of caution, you find some way to make it to be something that it's not? I didn't know if you was gonna say something else.
I've asked a question, sir, so when I do that, I would hope it would convey to you I'm looking for an answer. So which filing are you referring to?
All my filings, my notice of appearance, my statement of particulars, my bond, the court docket sheet, all of those filings.
The request to display those to the jury is denied. It's not relevant.
How's it not relevant? Not even your
That's my
oath of office?
determination, sir, so
All right, so what did I miss? Batman minutes fillings are an exhibit. Yeah, that's not an exhibit. Darrell Brooks said the same thing when he was arrested. Yeah, he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did I do? What did I do?" That's another Robin Howington. Let's see who this Robin Howington. It's right there. Cross. All right, who are you?
Miss Howington, so we're gonna get into the story that you've told for the first time today here in just a minute. But before we get into that, I want to back up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to take you back to.
That's some good coffee. I don't remember what brand it is, but that's some good coffee. Yeah, hits the spot.
The very first story that you told to the 911 caller, when you called 911, we'll talk about that.
Yes, ma'am.
You initially said that it was an unknown black male. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You said that that black male had essentially broken into your home, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that black male who you'd never seen a day before in your life shot your daughter in cold blood right in front of you. Is that correct?
Yes.
You said that Gavin was in the room. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said that when this unknown black male who drove a black,
Hello, Olivia Taylor. Good morning. How are you doing this fine? Well, I don't know if it's morning for you. We had someone from Wales for a little bit, but hello.
you believed to be Chrysler 300. You recall telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You said that he looked at you and his eyes got really big and that he just ran out. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that was your initial story to 911 when you first called, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the 911 call. You just testified that you are walking up into your house and you see the gun go off when Gavin shoots Destiny. Is that what you just testified to?
Yes.
And
hey, Florida, we just saw a video from a kid from his own admission from Florida that was really drunk and tried to push someone. Well, he punched someone. But yeah, I would like to go to Florida. I need to. I really like Disney, so I want to go to Disney World someday.
You've seen the video, the surveillance video from your neighbor's house.
Yes.
Have you not? You've seen that you enter your home at 8:50.
Correct.
Correct? And now you know that the 911 call was not placed until over 3 minutes later at 8:53:53. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you go back in your home after seeing your daughter get shot by your 2-year-old son, according to you today, and you
Wait,
wait on.
What? How does it change from a black man to her 2-year-old son. Wait, let me back that up.
911 when you first call, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the 911 call. You just testified that you are walking up into your house and you see the gun go off when Gavin shoots Destiny. Is that what you just testified to?
Yes.
And you've seen the video, the surveillance video from your neighbor's house.
Yes.
Have you not? You've seen that you enter your home at 8:50.
Correct.
Correct? And now you know that the 911 call was not placed until over 3 minutes later at 8:53:53. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you go back in your home after seeing your daughter get shot by your 2-year-old son, according to you today, and you wait almost 4 minutes to call 911. Is that your testimony?
I had to find my phone. It had fell in between the cushions in the other living room.
Okay.
So you don't have a phone. How long did it take? And I don't buy your story at all. Amanda says, Jester, Disney is magical. SeaWorld is my favorite. Yeah, SeaWorld is fun. I haven't gone to SeaWorld in a while. I mean, I have it. It's like an hour away from me. But I haven't been there. Legoland is also the one that I haven't seen. I like going. One of my favorite places to go and that I don't go really that often is Balboa Park. It's a fun place to be, and I need to visit the San Diego Zoo as well.
So you see Gavin get shot, you call 911 4 minutes
Olivia.
later. But again, you don't.
I watched the Apple River case live. I was following that. If you guys are not on my Discord, you guys need to be on my Discord because I was talking about the Apple River case over there. And yeah, that's a difficult one because I don't know about you guys, but I can understand why the jury didn't charge him with the highest degree of that charge. Like, I understand that he did it. Like, he actually, well, he unalived someone and he hurt many people around. So he was going to jail either way. But I also think that he was provoked by the other people that were screaming at him. I mean, we can after I'm gonna watch a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna switch. We're gonna see a little bit of the Apple River case.
Don't tell any of this to the police initially, do you?
No, ma'am.
Yes. Well, that's the difficult part that I'm getting. Yes, he was guilty. Like I 100% agree that he was guilty, but I also think that he was provoked. And the thing that sits bad with me is that I don't know how to say it, but everyone kept saying that they were kids, but they were not kids. They were drunk, drugged people. Like, if you want to be seen as a kid, you need to act like a kid. So if you're drunk and if you're high, then in my books, that changes the situation.
You blame it on some stranger that you've never seen before in your life that came in and shot your 5-year-old in cold blood. That was your story initially.
An unidentified person, yes, to protect my
Unidentified
son.
black male is what you said, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
In a black Chrysler 300, you were pretty specific about that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You said that he wasn't wearing a hat,
Yes, ma'am.
that he was a little bit darker complexion than Officer Wardlaw. You actually you described it even to that extent, correct?
Clarify, now we're on to the interview with Officer Wardlaw. We were talking about the 911 call. If we could break that up so she knows what she's being asked.
All right, we'll rephrase the question. At some point in time, did you later discuss?
At the end, I believe that he got he was charged with what I believe that it was fair. Like it's not the top of the highest most bad situation, but he did something and he has to answer because of that.
Describe him as being darker than Officer Wardlaw.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
ask your next question.
All right, so that's 911. So police get on scene.
Judge, that's not 911. She says.
Okay,
911.
I apologize.
Rephrase your question.
Going back to immediately after the 911 call was placed. Police arrive on scene about 3 minutes after the call is initially placed. Is that correct?
I assume.
You've seen the videos.
Yes.
Okay. And you said just now that you didn't even realize that Officer Cummings had taken Destiny outside until the trial today. Is that correct? That's what you just testified to?
Yes.
But that's not true today. He testified on Tuesday.
Okay.
We need to. if we're gonna-
Until the trial, her testimony was she didn't realize that Officer Cummings had taken Destiny out. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
All right, ask your next question.
And so at 8:56:42, so within about 30 seconds of Officer Cummings arriving, you were on your phone trying to call Callie.
Yes.
Is that why you didn't pay attention to the fact that he was taking your daughter outside?
No.
But again, your daughter's outside at some point and you don't even know she's out there. You don't even know that the police officer has taken your daughter that's been shot outside.
I had went out there and asked if she was okay and if Gavin was okay. That was also on the video that you just spoke of.
Okay, but again, Ms. Howington, you just testified that you didn't realize that Destiny had been taken outside because you were tending to Gavin. Was that not your testimony just now?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew where Gavin was.
Yes.
According to your own statement just now. But you didn't know that the officer had taken Destiny outside to wait for the ambulance. Until the trial, you didn't know that.
No.
But you were on your phone trying to call Callie.
Yeah, I mean, I like I always say, I like to watch these trials as I will be one of the jurors, you know? That's how I like to approach my way of making these videos. And I listened to 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes of her talking, and I'm already like, she's guilty. You know? Like, I don't know what was the result of this trial. Is this trial over? But I'm pretty sure that she was found guilty. And I don't know. In my mind, she is guilty. Like I'm listening to her talk, and she doesn't sound confident. She looks guilty. She was sentenced last week. Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, she looks guilty. Really, really guilty. All right, let's do one of the Apple River trial. Because there's one in particular, the guy that made the video, I think Fox had a good coverage of it. Let me see if I can find the one that I want to see with you guys. Hello. Oh, I don't think I said hello to Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Yeah, he was guilty. But I want this. I remember it was one of the kids. Okay, Apple River. Apple River. Nicholas Mew. Yes, that's the one. That's the one that I wanna see. The for the culture guy. Hey, Cassandra. Buffalo. I was in New York in February. I was in Manhattan. Um, but yeah, it's a nice town. I was really close on February. Where is it? Okay, we're getting close. Yeah, there you go. This is the for the river, for the culture.
Speculation irrelevant. Sustained.
Yes, I was.
Let's go back a little bit.
Jawahn.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Are you
Hello,
student,
Robert.
or are you working, or
Yeah, I'm a student.
where are you a student at?
St. John's University.
What kind of activities are you involved in at St. John's?
I'm a member of the football team and the wrestling team, and I study global business.
That's your major field?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the person named Isaac Schumann?
Yeah.
How did you know Isaac?
Isaac's one of my best friends.
How long did you know him?
Since middle school.
Were you with Isaac the day that he was killed?
Yes, I was.
Were you with the group of boys that were with Isaac on the...
Oh, I was actually staying in Queens. Well, it was next to Queens. It was about like 10 minutes from the airport. I was living in New York. I will love to like I live in Tijuana right now, and I kind of want to change my location, if you know what I mean. It's getting kind of dangerous over here, so I'm gonna move. But yeah.
Apple River on July 30th of 2022?
Yes, I was.
Back on July 30th of 2022, how old were you?
And the saddest part about it is one kid, one of them died, and two, all of them, this guy, like this guy, all of their friends, now JFK. It was 10 minutes from JFK. All of them have to live with themselves now, knowing that their actions and the action of Nicholas Mew caused their friend to pass away. That's not something that I want to live with.
I was 17 years old.
Had you finished high school at that point?
No, I haven't started my senior year yet.
Was it the summer before your senior year?
Yeah.
That's my understanding. Folks all rode over with Alex Bang to the river?
Yes, sir.
Did you ride cheese at River's Edge? Yes?
Yeah, sorry.
Did you get on the river?
Say it again?
Did you get on the river?
Yeah, he was in the football. He just said that he was in the football team.
Yes, sir.
Folks drinking alcohol?
Yes, sir.
That's the part where I start to I don't like that. Like, they're 17 years old. Like, the legal age to drink in America is 21. So they were 4 years away from being able to legally drink. So why were they drinking? Who bought them the alcohol? I don't get that part. Like, here in Mexico, we can drink when we are 18. And I adhere to that. I knew that. I didn't got any alcohol until I was 18. And that was a crazy night, I can tell you. When I turned 18, well, it was not the night that I turned 18. It was on October. I remember I got way too drunk. But I could still handle myself, you know? And after that, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna drink like that anymore.
What kind of alcohol did you have?
I had a few beers.
Do you remember how many?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Were you drinking any hard liquor at all?
Not that I recall.
Did you use any other substances?
Yes.
What kind of substances?
We smoked some marijuana.
There you go. That's another thing. Like, I cannot take this guy as a kid because he was smoking marijuana as well. Like, he was not only drinking, but he was also getting high. That's a dangerous combination. Like, and I assume, because other people testified as well, that they were drinking and smoking as well. So, I don't know. Should have chilled them out? Well, apparently they didn't chill them out. They got aggressive. They were like, we're gonna see the video.
No, he did not.
We've heard from other witnesses that your tubes are all connected together. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
At some point, we'll strike that. Did you end up taking some video recordings of some things that happened on the river that day?
Yes, I did.
How did you take those recordings?
On my cell phone.
Did you specifically record interactions that your group had with Nikolai and me, with the defendant?
Yes, I did.
Are those recordings in two separate segments?
Yeah.
One short, one long?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we're going to play this short 9-second video here if we can get this
Grown man trying to have sex with little girls. What the hell? What the fuck? Out! He's a raper. Whoa.
I stayed in Valley Stream. That's where I stayed in New York. Valley Stream.
Yeah, that was my mistake on the screen blacking out. Once you went to your desktop screen, I closed it.
I'm going to ask her to play it again.
That's fine. It's my mistake.
Grown man trying to have sex with little girls. What the hell? What the fuck? Out!
Like, you're watching him right now. He's staying over there by the water, and they start talking to him. He's getting away. Like, let's watch that again.
Grown man.
Like, there you go. There it is. He's like, I don't know, 20 feet away from them, right? And they start screaming to him like all this kind of stuff.
Trying to have sex with little girls. What
He's walking away.
the hell?
Like, he took like 4 steps away from them.
What the fuck?
5, 6, like he's still getting
He's a
out.
raper. Whoa.
And then when they say something about the Reaper stuff, he turns back.
Mr. Cockfield, is that the first video they recorded of Mr. Bean that day?
Yes, sir.
Is that your voice?
Yep.
At that point, were you sitting in a tube?
Yep.
Why did you start recording this?
Because he was just kind of looking suspicious from what I was seeing.
All right, was he, you saw in the video that he was standing away from your group?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yeah.
Had you been closer at some point when you started video recording?
Not during that recording, no.
Right.
Like the first one.
Okay. Did you hear yourself say he's a raper?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
He had said like a weird comment. That's kind of why I started recording in the first place. Like, because he was having his snorkel, and it was like 2 feet deep water. So like, what are you doing? And then he just said like a weird comment, something about like some little girls. And then
I don't buy that. Like, I don't buy that part of the little girls. That part. Why would he say something like that? And I don't think anyone else says anything about him saying that.
Girls with you in your group?
No, I did not have any girls in my group.
Did you see any other girls on the river near where you were?
Yeah, there were some girls on the river.
Child age girls or?
Not that I saw, no.
So no little girls in the distance or in the area. So why would he say something about little girls?
Did you know Mr. Mew at all?
No.
Did you know whether he was a pedophile or anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Were you making some conclusions based on what you saw him doing?
Yeah.
Sustained.
After you said he was a raper, did he come closer to your group?
Yeah.
Did you restart your recording?
Yeah, because after I said that, I like looked away and was like, whoa, whoa, because he looks really scary when he looked at us. And then I like refloated up a little bit. And
You
then,
say he looked real scary.
like when I said that, like you could see like his face look at me.
Yeah, when like it's incredible that when you accuse someone of being something that they're not, they're gonna look at you and be like, "What are you saying to me?" Like you get like that in my head is just screaming the more that you the more you screw around, the more you find out. So he screw around, and now he's finding out what happens when you start yelling at someone disrespectful stuff.
And like you could see me go like, oh, and then I got scared and then stopped recording.
Did he appear angry that you called him a raper?
Objection, speculation.
One at a time, please.
Objection sustained.
When you saw the look on his face, did you start recording again?
Yep.
And the second video, was it how long after the first video?
Probably like 10 seconds. We had just floated a little bit further.
That played the second part of the video here, Hunter.
No, just keep it off. You have to tell us when you want us to play, or display, rather.
All right.
All right.
What is he on? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, and right now I don't know why he's doing this. Like he runs at them and tries to grab something, but what is it? Like what is he went back really fast. Like look at that.
What is he on? Whoa! Whoa!
He runs and he tries to grab something.
Mr. Cockfield, is that the second video that you took that day?
Yes, sir.
Is that your leg in the screen?
Yeah, it is.
Counter, for the record, the video is paused at the 6-second mark. John, do you see Mr. Mew's hand grabbing onto your tube there?
Yeah, Olivia, and I agree with you. Like he should have known better. Like at the end of the day, he didn't need to do any of that. No one had to die. No one had to do anything. And I believe that the sentence was correct. Like he was found guilty, and I believe that he was guilty. And like I said, not from because I think they wanted to charge him for intentional homicide, which I never believed that it was intentional. But he got charged of the other stuff, which I believe is correct.
I do.
So touching your leg?
A little bit, yeah.
Did that cause you concern?
Most definitely.
Did he say anything when he came running up and grabbed onto your tube and by your leg there?
I guess I didn't hear him say anything specifically.
All right. Do you recall who you were sitting next to in the tube?
Yeah, I was sitting right next to Landon Wire.
Landon Wire? Did you know whether he grabbed onto any of or made contact with any of Landon's body parts?
Yeah, definitely.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Once he grabbed onto your tubes and was touching your legs, what did you do?
I stood up.
Were you concerned that he was reaching out for you?
Yeah.
No, he was looking for a phone. Like his friend had his phone to play music, and they had it in a little bag, so it wasn't damaged by water, so it flowed down river, and he was looking for the phone.
Were you able to get away?
Not really.
Did you stand up and walk away?
No, I didn't walk away.
Did you get out of your tube?
Yeah, I just stood up in my tube so I didn't float away.
Did he make any further physical contact with you after you were able to stand up?
No.
Did you know this person at all?
No.
Do you remember how long you'd been on the river when he ran up and?
I guess I'd have to take an educated guess and say like an hour.
Did you, when you first saw him, was he alone or was he with a group of people?
He was alone.
All right, did he ever indicate that he was with other folks?
No, not from what I saw.
Did you say anything to him at the time that he grabbed onto the?
Yeah, I was just saying like, whoa, what are you doing?
All right, is that on the video?
Yes, sir.
Did you threaten him in any fashion?
I don't know.
Did you hear Isaac Schumann say anything to Mr. Mew?
Objection, calls for hearing.
Overruled.
Can you say that again?
Did you say anything to Mr. Mew at the time that he ran up and grabbed onto your tubes?
No.
Did you and others start yelling at him to get away?
Yeah.
You remember the kind of language you were using?
Yeah, we were just yelling, like, saying, like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Were you calling him some names?
Yeah, calling him like a pedophile.
All right, why were you calling him a pedophile?
Because he was running up on some kids, and he had said a weird comment earlier.
You just say that they were not kids. So where was he running towards kids?
Did you grab onto your or touch your part of your leg?
Yes, sir.
Objection, suspect, you're bleeding.
Sustained.
Fair to say you and your friends were making a commotion at that point?
Objection.
Yes, sir.
Sustained. On leading.
Did somebody else in the river come over to see what was going on?
Yes.
You know those folks?
I did not.
Do you remember how many folks initially came over to look, check in on you guys?
Not like an exact number, but it was probably like 6 people.
All right. The first 2 folks over, were they males or females?
First one was definitely a woman.
All right. Did you see the woman speaking to Mr. Mew?
Yes.
Did you hear what she pulled him?
Yeah, she just told him, like, get away. Like, pointing and, like, get away.
Is that also recorded on the radio?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to play another portion, but before that...
Oh, no, yeah. I can understand why a 16-year-old will be a kid. And I believe it. 16-year-old, 17-year-old, they're still kids. They're teenagers. We all been teenagers at one point. We do dumb stuff. It's kind of part of what it means to be a person. But you need to also take consideration of what you're doing.
I'm going to ask you, as you're recording this, were you using your cell phone?
Yeah.
Were you holding it close to your face or out at arm's length?
I actually had it attached to my neck with like this, like there's like a tourist thing, kind of like you just put it in the pouch or whatever. And like it's attached to my neck, it probably go out like that far.
All right. Is it fair to say that your recording captured some things that you yourself didn't see at the time?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that you're recording, some of the things you're recording, you weren't looking in that direction?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to play from the 6 seconds, Judge.
Tell us when you're ready.
Ready.
It's on the wrong setting. There we go.
It's going to be playing from 7 seconds.
Oh God! We up! We up, homie! What are you talking about? Yeah! What the hell are you talking about? What? Get away from us! What? What are you doing? What's going on with y'all, homie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was upside down for a minute. I was my phone, my YouTube account was like, you need to verify some stuff, and I was like, okay, and then it moved everything around. It's fine. But yeah, let's continue watching the video. Like he does the thing. he drops his like they saying that he tried to grab some guy's leg, and he does, but it's like his reaction to him dropping the scuba gear. Like, look at this. Drops it, tries to grab it, and by accident grabs the other guy's leg.
We up, homie. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
And then they walk away. He walks away. He's looking for the scuba.
Get away from us. What? What are you doing? What's going on with y'all homie?
Gets
He's on
it.
camera.
Walks away. Walks away. He's walking away. They're following him.
Good quality. What did he say?
Get away. Gets away. Keeps walking. They're following him. Is that the thing is, I don't get it. If you're saying walk away, why are you following him?
Yeah, what
They're
the
walking
hell?
towards him.
Who is this? Yes. For the culture.
And I don't get that part either. What does for the culture means? You guys, am I an old man already? What does for the culture? Is that a new thing? I don't know.
Who is that? For the culture. Who is that? Who the hell is this?
Go. It doesn't matter.
He's not even looking.
Yeah, they ask him in a minute what does for the culture means, and he doesn't even know what that means. He's just saying stuff. But I heard that before. I don't know if it's a meme now because he said it, but I believe for the culture is a thing now.
For little girl! He said he was looking for little girls!
You're looking for little girls?
Yeah!
That's exactly what he said.
Weirded us out. I even have that part on camera. Did I?
Some young ass kid.
What the hell is this guy's problem, bro?
Hello, good morning, Tony. How's it going?
We trying to have fun. He's gonna claim you? He's gonna claim you. We don't want this motherfucker.
Like, look at that. How can you have a bunch of teenagers surrounding you, like screaming at you? There's a ton of people coming all over to you. It's really hard not to react to that. Look at that, and they're touching him. Look, someone's touching him right here. He has his arm around his arm. And now he brings the knife out. When everyone's surrounded, you can see it. You can see it there. Look, I missed it. But the knife comes out now. Now he has a knife in his hand. You don't know this case? Yeah, this is the Apple River trial. This man, Nicholas Mew, was in the river looking for his friend's phone that floated down the river, and a bunch of kids, teenagers, 17-year-olds, started screaming at him, and it escalated from there. No one in that situation was sober. No one in that situation was, because I think Nicholas Mew was drunk as well. So everyone was drunk. The teenagers were high as well. So it was just a bad situation, and it's escalated into a worse situation. And then at that point, the girl that was in his face before, like he uses his hand to get her away, and they push him like he's gonna fall into the water right now. Looks like the younger kids were out of control. Like, yes, they were provoking and doing stuff, but it should have never get to that point. it should have never. That's the thing that boggles my mind. Like Darrell Brooks will say, is like it should have never got to that point ever. No one needed to do this. That he just needed to find the phone and go back to his group.
So is that essentially more of the video you took that day?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sorry.
Is that your voice sort of narrating what's going on?
Yes.
Was that you saying for the culture?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
I guess kind of like for the greater good. It's like a new saying, I guess.
It's like a new saying meaning the greater good. What do you mean? What do you mean for the greater good? You was just yelling nonsense. Like for the culture? What? I'm probably just old at this point. Probably I'm just an old guy, I guess. Like, but I don't understand how for the culture means for the greater good. And also, when you say it in that situation, how does that make any sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm willing to accept that I'm old.
Sort of street slang?
Yeah.
As you're recording that, did you see Mr. Yu take a knife out of his pocket?
I did not with my own eyes.
You've reviewed the video a few times?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Are you aware now that your video shows him putting up the knife?
Yes.
But you didn't see it at the time?
No.
Still frame judge is number 25.
Hello, Super Kelly. Good morning.
24. We're ready. We're ready. John, is this a still frame from your video?
Yes.
You see Mr. Yu in the video?
Yes.
You see what he's got in his hands?
Yes.
What is it?
Looks like his knife.
No. You didn't, was your testimony earlier, you didn't see him hold the knife or hold the knife? But
no.
Did you, while you're recording, see him holding the knife down by his side with the blade facing up?
No.
Going back to a still judge, this is 2533. Joanne, is this also a picture from your video?
Yes.
What do you see in that still?
See him holding his knife.
If you had seen him while you're recording the video holding that knife, what would you have done?
Objection, speculation, irrelevant.
Sustained.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. At the moment, no one saw the knife.
At this point in the video, who's standing in front of Mr. Yu, if you remember?
I guess I don't really know her name, but her, I don't really.
Men or women?
It's a woman.
All right. Was there one or two women standing in front of him?
There was two.
All right. At some point, did you see Mr. Yu do something in relation to one of those women?
Yes.
What did you see?
He punched her.
Which one, do you remember?
I think it was the blonde one.
Well, you just watched the video. You're aware your video does not capture that punch.
Yeah.
But you saw it yourself?
Yes.
Sustained.
Were you looking in a different direction than the camera was pointing?
The camera was, yeah.
And at the time that you saw him punch the blonde woman, did you hand his camera over to where your friends were?
Yeah.
After Mr. Mew punched the blonde lady, what happened? What did you see happen?
I saw all of her friends kind of like start going towards him and like try to, I guess, fight him.
All right, and did a fight break out?
Yes.
Did you know any of the names of these folks?
No, I did not.
Did you see somebody strike Mr. Mew?
Yes.
Did Mr. Mew go down?
Yes.
Did you at any point touch him in any way?
No, not once.
Other than the fact that you touched your leg earlier, you did not touch him?
No, I did not.
I don't know. I think the greater lesson that we have to take out of this is don't give alcohol to kids. Don't try to monitor your kids so they don't do drugs. And also just mind your own thing. Like if Nicholas Mew didn't walk up to them, none of this would have happened. If they didn't walk up to him, none of this would have happened. If everyone just stay in their own stuff, nothing needed to be done out of this. It's like I don't understand that kind of mentality of wanting to mess with other people. Like for example, I went to California yesterday, and to be able to get from Tijuana to California, you need to go through a checkpoint, you know? And in front of me, there were a ton of like a group of 6 people that were yelling. It was 4:20 yesterday, I guess. So I don't know if they were in the best state of mind, but they were trying to mess with people around them. They were trying to yell at people. They were trying to rile people up. And you know what everyone in that checkpoint did? We just stared at them and minded our own business. No one yelled at them. No one was like, shut up. We just let them be. And when they passed the checkpoint, I didn't need to know about them anymore. But that I could have seen that situation spiral out of control if someone would have been like, you know, guys, stop yelling, shut up, or something like that. I don't know. I believe in just staying in my lane and letting other people do what they do. It doesn't affect me really. I'm gonna get out of that checkpoint eventually.
We're going to play another portion of the video. I think we're ready here. We're playing from 150. Ending at 2:06, Your Honor. John, did you also record that portion?
Yes.
And as you watch it here today,
Yeah. I think we all need to remember that. Like Nicholas Mew needed to walk away, and that's it. Everyone needed to mind their own business, and none of that would have happened. Just along the same lines, a friend of mine knows martial arts very well, and 2 guys jumped in a parking lot. They both ended up, yeah. And the thing is, if he knew martial arts, he couldn't go into jail if they press charges, because when you know about fighting, your hands become a weapon. So they could charge your friend with assault with a deadly weapon because he knows martial arts.
you see Mr. Mew stabbing folks with a knife?
Oh, yes.
At the time that you recorded that, did you know that was happening?
No.
Is that you laughing in the background?
Yes.
At one point, did you say you hit a woman?
Yeah.
Was that a reaction to what you described earlier?
Yeah.
Did you eventually realize that people were getting hurt?
Yes.
Did you realize that Isaac Schumann had been stabbed?
Yes.
How did you know that?
I kind of just looked down the line of people that were hurt. I saw the first person, like, that's not my friend. That's not my friend. That's not my friend. And the last person I looked at was my guy, Isaac. Yeah.
Did, as the fight's going on, did you see people bleeding?
Yes.
At some point, did you realize what was happening?
Yes.
Is that when you stopped laughing?
Yes.
Judge, we're going back to the video. It'll be from the 2:06 mark to the end.
At that point, it was too late. Like, at that point, they should have just stopped. It was. I feel really bad for Isaac. I feel really bad for his parents. I feel really bad for everyone in this situation because it was an avoidable situation. No one needed this. It was. I don't know. At the end of the day, a lot of lives were ruined in that day. Not only Nicholas Mew, not only Isaac, not only his parents, not only his friends. Like, that's my take on it. Is that it's a completely avoidable situation. No one needed to be there doing that. No one needed to have a knife. It's just a sad situation all around.
At the end, when you were saying that's not Mike, who were you referring to?
Isaac Schumann.
Is that a nickname?
Yeah.
Were you able to see where Mr. Mew went after he stabbed these folks?
No.
Were you concerned about where he went, or were you have other things on your mind?
No.
Did you make your way up to Isaac?
Yeah.
Anyone remember that case from a few years ago with the two guys in the movie theater? Guy pulls out a cell phone during an argument, and the old man in the arguing, he was arguing, shot him. Old man not guilty. No, I don't remember that one. But yeah. Olivia says, on a side note, as a mother, if I see teens yelling and provoking a guy, I will have walk up and say something to them like, y'all need to stop, or will not keep yelling. Yeah, you try to move away from that. It's like, yeah, but like you said, we are adults. We know that we need to not do that. I get the fact that they were not thinking because they were teenagers first, they were drunk, and they were high. So their state of mind was not good. Let's just leave it at that.
Were you able to see that he had been wounded? Did you try to get some folks to help?
Yeah.
Eventually, did some people stop to help?
Yeah.
So Was a nurse one of the people that stopped to help?
Yeah.
Sustained.
Did you know the folks who stopped to help you?
No, I did not.
And you can see it. You can see in his face that he knows that he's also to blame in this situation. Like, yes, Nicholas Mew did the action, but he was involved as well. He has guilt in this situation.
Eventually, did police and medical personnel show up on the river?
Yes.
You know.
All right, Marisol. The cliff notes of this case is that Nicholas Mew was in the Apple River, and a place that is known to be like a drinking place, like a place you hang out, go down the river in your tubes, you drink, you have a good time, just chill there. And one of his friends, the phone of one of his friends fell down the river. So Nicholas Mew took his snorkel and was looking for the phone in the river. Then this Jawan and some of his friends look at Nicholas Mew doing weird stuff. Apparently being in a snorkel in a river is weird. So they start yelling at him. They start calling him names. And Nicholas Mew approaches them and does whatever. He drops his snorkel, tries to reach for it, grabs one of these guys' legs, and then another person, unrelated to all of this, comes in, gets in the Nicholas Mew face. He gets a knife. He pulls out a knife. And Chops punch the girl, and then everyone intervenes. They push him to the water. They start punching him down. He gets up, and then he starts doing stuff with the knife. That's basically the situation that we have here. And unfortunately, one of the teenagers that were on the river passed away, and another ones were injured.
How long it took for them to get there?
No, I don't.
Did you see Isaac get transported off the river?
Yeah.
Did you follow?
Yeah.
Was he brought up to the road to the bridge?
Yeah.
Did you speak to an officer? At some point, did you tell an officer that you had video of the incident?
Yes, I did.
And did you show that officer the video?
At the time, I just played it to the point where Mr. Mew was in it.
At some point, was the officer able to take a screenshot of a still from your video?
Yes.
That showed Mr. Mew?
Yes.
Approach?
Yes.
And I believe that he had the knife because I think the reason why he had the knife was because he was gonna cut some rope out of the tubes. They like, if you see that all the tubes were together, like tied together, like he was going to cut some ropes out of those so they can untangle them. That's the reason why he had a knife in that situation.
Isaac, I'm showing.
Or so they say.
I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 38. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Can you tell us what that is?
That's my cell phone with a still frame of Mew on it.
Is that the still frame that the still picture the officer took of your phone that day?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
I'll move for admission of Exhibit 38.
The objection? Received.
Oh, and I was gonna say, if they would only charge him with intentional
intentional homicide, I believe it was, he would have walked away. If that was the only charge that they would have given him, he would have walked away, because it was not I truly believe that it was not intentional. Because he didn't mean to, like, he didn't plan it, he didn't, but I do believe that in his mind was self-defense. But that doesn't mean that the charge what he was guilty of, which was reckless, I believe it was reckless homicide or something like that. I believe that he's guilty of that. He was reckless. Yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he's never getting out of jail. Like, he's pretty much done anyway.
Once you got up off the river, did you speak to a police officer?
Yeah.
Just briefly?
Yeah.
You saw what you saw happen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Eventually, was Isaac transported to a hospital?
Yes.
Did you follow?
Yes.
Did you speak to another officer at the...
Yes, I did.
Did you tell that officer what happened?
Yes.
Do you see the person in court who you recorded that day who did this?
Yes, I do.
But if we compare it with something like, let's say, Darrell Brooks. Darrell Brooks was intentional. He intentionally didn't stop. He intentionally didn't do that. He intentionally did that. He knew it.
He's wearing navy and gray pants with some brown shoes.
Nothing further.
Mr. Trophy.
So, Mr. Hatfield, you are currently a two-sport college athlete, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You play football and you wrestle in college?
Yes.
What position in football do you play?
I play defensive end.
Defensive end?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you, how big are you?
I'm about 5'11", probably like 235.
So he's almost my height, but like 60 pounds heavier.
235 is what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is that what you wrestle at too?
Heavyweight, yes.
Back in 2022, about the same size?
I was a little bit smaller, yeah.
Wrestle at heavyweight still?
220 pounds, yeah, back then.
So you considered, back in July of 2022, you considered yourself to be a fit young adult, right?
I guess I'd like to think that.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you some questions initially about the interview that you gave with officers, okay?
Okay.
The interview that you gave with officers at the hospital, you indicated that Mr. Mew told you that he was looking for a snorkel. Is that right?
That is what I said.
Okay. You never mentioned to officers that he told you anything about looking for little girls, correct?
If that's what it says.
Oh God, you can tell that someone is lying because they say if that's what it says. Why don't you just say you did? She's telling you that's from the report. I don't get that part. Like, if that what is, he's doing a Shanda Vander Ark right here.
Well, in a situation where you say he's looking for little girls, do you think it would be important that you would tell officers that he told you he was looking for little girls?
Yeah.
But you never do that, do you?
I guess I didn't.
Did you think it was important?
I guess there was more things that were more important, but that is important in the grand scheme, yes.
Right, so more important was he was looking for a snorkel.
Not really.
Okay, but you mentioned that, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you say, if I have it right, you had 3 to 4 beers and were using marijuana.
Yes.
Okay. There was vodka that had been brought in by your group.
Okay.
True?
Yes.
In Tito's and in like water bottles.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know who provided alcohol to these teenagers, because that person should face charges of something. Like either someone at the store that let them buy that sold them, or whoever bought it that was of a legal age and gave them that alcohol. Like, no. It's not. I know most movies, they romanticize this like drunk college party stuff. Like, oh, we are drinking beer before we have to. Oh, we are so edgy. But no, don't give kids alcohol because they cannot handle it. There's a reason why 21 is the legal age of drinking. There's a reason for that. Don't supply alcohol to people under the legal age to consume it. It's that simple.
Did you have any of that?
No.
Okay. So just the 3 or 4 beers and some marijuana?
Yes.
Okay.
Also marijuana. Like, I don't know how it works right now with the laws, but I don't believe underage people can smoke marijuana. I know that it's legal in some places, in a lot of places now, but I don't believe that applies for teenagers.
Now, you also, I guess to your credit, tell the police you guys were antagonizing Mr. Mew, right?
After the fact that he hit the woman, yes, we were.
Well, you don't consider calling him a raper antagonizing him?
I mean,
yes, that's antagonize. That's the little definition of antagonizing somebody. You're making him a villain.
Based on what he was doing, and it looked like that really, like, that made him chase after us afterwards, so who knows what he was really doing.
My question to you is, do you believe telling him that...
How do you jump to that conclusion from looking at someone 2 feet deep on a river with a snorkel? I don't understand that logic.
That he can't have sex with little girls, and calling him a raper would be considered antagonizing?
Yes.
And you were the one who was saying that, right?
Yeah, yes. But that's after he ran up on us and like was doing a bunch of...
No, you did it before they ran up to you. That's the reason why he ran up to you.
Weird stuff. Or like he looked weird, I guess I could say.
Okay, so...
I'm saying that, yeah.
This, and you know he's alone, right?
From what I see, he looks alone.
Okay, so, and you know that he's, and what you see, he's kind of an older man?
Yes.
Not very fit?
Yes.
Okay, so you see an older, not very fit man walking alone, and you start calling him names.
As I'm sitting on my tube, like, I'm saying, like, what are you doing with the snorkel in 2 feet water? And then he said something weird after that.
What business is it of yours on the river what he's doing? He's not bothering you, right?
I mean, I was interacting with every single person we saw that day on the river.
Okay, so
like, at least most people.
Joanne, my question remains, what business is it of yours to bother a man who's not bothering you?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's a really good question, and that's something that I still don't understand. No one is bothering you. Why do you need to bother someone else? Let's see what he says.
I was just asking a question. What are you doing?
Ah, I was just asking a question. I guess saying are you looking for little girls is just asking a question. Oh my God, no. Yeah, I never like to say that I don't drink because I drink. I mean, if you give me like a mojito, I will drink it. But I don't drink alcohol to get drunk. Like that's the way that I think about it. Like I don't go to the store and buy a 12-pack and just drink it straight. You know, I drink some beer. I like a really good craft beer with my food, or you know, you are in the beach, you are eating something, you are having a mojito. That's fine, but I don't drink to get drunk. If you know what I mean.
What are you doing? And he tells you, I'm looking for a snorkel.
At that point?
Yeah.
But the snorkel was in his hand at that point.
Well, you tell the police that he told you he's looking for a snorkel. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you then say, grown man can't have sex with little girls. What the hell? What the fuck? He's a raper. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You have no information as to what this older man is doing, do you?
No.
Okay. And you say, after you call him a raper, he looks over at you, right? Mm-hmm. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Or yes.
Wouldn't you suspect somebody that you called a raper to kind of look over at you?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Why?
Are you
That's
surprised?
a good question. That's a really good question for him. Like, how are you surprised that someone you provoked looks back at you?
That he looked over at you?
At the time, yes.
When you were calling him names, you're surprised he glanced over at you?
Objection, asked and answered.
Overruled. You can answer.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Now, can I ask you a little bit about this?
Also, thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for sharing. If you guys know someone that likes this kind of trials, cross-examination, direct examination, thank you guys for liking and sharing the stream. Like, I really appreciate it. It's fun. It's always fun.
Thing, lanyard or whatever that you were holding your phone in. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's around your neck?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell the jury how long is it?
It's not like that long. Like I said, I could probably pull my phone out that much and it's around my neck the whole time.
So can I ask you, in terms of when you're holding it, about how, I know it's not up to your face, okay, but how far away from your face or your chest do you think it would be?
Yes, I could say like 7 inches, 8 inches.
Okay, so you're not able to hold it like I'm, right now my arm is extended. You're not able to do that, right?
Not much.
Okay, so, and I won't get too close to you, but, so you're holding it kind of like this?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you indicate to police in your interview, they say to you, are you calling him any names? And your response to the police is, there were a couple of us guys calling him a weirdo, right? You told the police that?
Yes.
Okay. You don't tell the police that you're actually calling him a pedophile initially and a raper.
I said on the thing that whatever else I said would be on the video. That's what I said.
Okay. And you don't know what he's doing walking over by where you're at, right?
No.
Okay. So, calling him a raper and saying he can't have sex with little girls, you're doing that to humiliate him, aren't you?
Not necessarily.
Well, what other reason would you be calling him names when you don't know anything about what's happening?
Trying to figure out the situation.
So
you were not trying to figure out the situation, my guy. We just saw the video. At no point you were trying to figure out the situation.
The way that you're trying to figure out what's happening is by calling a grown man names. Yes?
Yes.
And you are yelling at some point, get away from us.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And that's after he comes up to your group, right?
Yes.
And when he comes up to your group, you're holding your phone kind of like this, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Recording it. Yes, okay. And he walks around your tubes and away from your group, does he not?
After engaging with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to be happy. You wanted him to get away from you, and he is getting away from you, right?
Not much. I mean, we're just standing there, and like, he barely walked past us at all, and like, pretty much in our path. We can't flow past him. He's in our path. We can't.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. He walks past you guys, and you guys continue to move toward him. Is that right?
Not necessarily. Move towards him.
Yeah, so
what do you mean by that?
If you're Mr. Mew,
okay,
and at one point he turns his back to you guys, is that true? You saw that on the tape?
Yes.
Okay. So this person that you want to get away from you is walked away from where you're standing and turned his back to you. True?
Walked out of our path, like into our path from where we went from. We passed him, and then he ran up on us, and then went in front of us.
Yeah, but he's walking away. Like he's walking away into the side. I don't know. It's really, like I said, it's really mind-boggling how this escalated from one point, from looking up for a phone in the water, to all of this.
You and your group move toward him like I'm moving toward you, right?
No. Well, I mean, like, the way you're describing it isn't necessarily how I would feel like we were doing it, moving towards him. It's kind of just, we were there, yeah.
You were moving, your group was moving closer to where he was standing.
After he had moved completely up to us.
I understand. Yes. You want him to get away from you. He's moved downriver a little bit, and your group is moving in his direction. True?
Yeah, the way the river goes, yes, that is his direction.
Okay. And do you remember, Ryan Nelson testified, Mr.
Okay.
Do you remember someone yelling on you in your group? You got 10 seconds.
I don't recall that personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the reason why I think the Darrell Brooks trial being the first one that I seen that really sparked my way into doing these videos, it ruined a lot of stuff from me, because it's really weird just watching a direct or a cross-examination and just seeing it flow. Like, just question ask, question answers. We don't have to do 10 minutes of grounds of the sustain. It's really weird.
I'm gonna play it, and I just want you to listen. You don't have to watch.
Okay.
Just listen, okay? Yes. So, Mr. Keitfeld, if you could just listen.
What did you say?
Could you play it again? I'm not sure if I did. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bro, them new iPhones got that good quality. What did you say?
No, I actually did not hear it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But you would agree at that point your group is moving in his direction, yes?
As the river would go, yes.
Right. You don't stop, but you're walking with your tubes in his direction. True?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And you say shortly thereafter, you were asked this, you're yelling for the culture, right?
Yes.
And you were asked what that meant, and your response was something like for the greater good.
Yeah, along those lines.
I have this face when I try to understand what for the culture means. Like this is exactly this face is how I feel right now. It's like, what? Like, what does that mean?
What is the greater good of you recording that?
I mean, this guy was, like I said, ran up to our group as we were floating past him, and we were causing a scene. Like, what is this guy doing? Get away from us. And then people come over to help us. So that's for the culture, for the greater good.
That makes no sense. That, in my head, that doesn't make any sense at all. But all right. That's gonna be the stream for today. I'm gonna try to come back in the afternoon because I'm gonna have some time off during the later part of the day and see if I can stream again. Hopefully you guys can be here. And also, if you guys are not in the Discord, tonight we're gonna do a movie night. I still don't know what movie. I'm thinking watching Runaway Jury. That's one of the ones that I want to see. So if you guys would like to join us for watching a movie together, come by the Discord. It's gonna be fun. Have a wonderful day. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.